We had been on the road about 13 hours, and we had gotten into St. Louis. And man, I mean, we were 10 minutes from being in my car and basically being home and done with the trip. And as we were driving, I saw quite a bit far off in the distance, I thought a car had flown off the side of the road. And my first reaction was, I asked Andrew, I said, "Did you see that?" And he said, "No." And I said, "I swear I saw a car fly off the side of the road." 20 cars in front of us, nobody stopped. And when we got over, I was like, somebody's down there, something's going on. So Andrew got out of the I was driving, and Andrew got out of the passenger side. And again, he was like, "I don't see anything." I know I saw a car fly off the side of the road. So we started going down this large embankment. There was really tall grass, and then you get to these trees, and it's just like ivy and trees, and you can barely hardly see through it or walk through it. But then we heard, in a scared tone, "Help." He said that I'm gonna drown. He said the water's coming in, and that he was screaming, "Somebody save me or I'm gonna die." When we get down there, his car was overturned in a creek, and he was barely holding himself up above the water. So it was also pitch dark, couldn't see a thing. And I had my flashlight on my phone, was the only light that we had. Andrew jumped into the water.
And when I got down there, he was essentially trapped by his seatbelt. And sure enough, the water was just high enough that if he didn't push himself up, his head was submerged. So he was just flat out trapped. It probably wasn't that long, but it felt like 5 or 10 minutes at least, trying to just figure out, okay, where's the buckle? How do I get him out of this? So I finally got him out of there, and sometime around then is when the first response team got there.
You know, looking back, I definitely, spike of adrenaline immediately was the flight or fight response kind of, I think, kicking in. It was like, we got to find him. You hear a person screaming, "I'm going to drown," or "I'm going to die. Somebody save me." You definitely, you definitely want to be able to help. Throwing around the word hero is really strange.
That's very humbling.
Yeah,
it's
right.
extremely humbling. I don't know, for me it's kind of we just did the right thing.
In that moment, you're just kind of doing what you think you should do and thinking about if that was one of my loved ones,